tell us a little bit about your journey. I mean, you have an interesting journey. You worked in corporate with the likes of Google, moved back to India, started a jewelry brand.
While my time in US, I was always, moving around, traveling the states. There I figured out how people are collecting jewelry, making it, and like who is wearing what kind of jewelry. I understood multiple gemstones, different metals, like the kind of plating that is there. And in US, people don't really invest in gold like we do in India. There are multiple other investment options that people have in US, right? So gold is just a luxury for them to wear. But when they're traveling, they're going to work every day, they can't handle real jewelry all the time, so they look for equally classy options there. So that's where the problem happened with me too. When I was traveling and like I had fear of handling the fine jewelry, I was always looking for like suitable option for myself. That's when I got an idea that this market is really interesting, and I figured out the a market globally is very big for jewelry. So that's how I developed interest, sourced jewelry, started selling in US. People love the design. I left my job, came back to India, and like started this journey with Sorel, which has been really, really excited till now.
So, how has the transition been for you? Like, how is your day to day different from what you used to work as a data scientist at Google to working as a founder at Sorel? How are things different?
So things are very, very different. But one thing I'm sure of, I can tell you like surely that this journey is much more exciting for me. The journey has been like crazy. It was a roller coaster after I moved back from US, honestly. Uh, it's like these are two different worlds. Like earlier you were an employee handling literally like 2% of what the entire company is doing, versus being a founder you are like 100% involved in every function of the company, like starting from like sourcing till selling the jewelry and then engaging the customers. Like nowadays we have a store now, and like we are working on how to get the people in the store, like even that small thing which impacts your business. But being a founder is really, really special to me, where I get chance to understand my customers, provide them what they're really looking for, and then selling it to them, and then they wearing it and like saying that we love your jewelry. So honestly, that a part of my work and being a founder makes me motivated every day to work, like wake up and like work for Sorel every day.
It's
So
interesting you said point you worked 2% of Google, which I think will be huge.
not
Not
even 2%. I would correct that to 0.2%.
I get this asked a lot of times that how is it moving back from US to India? So how is it for you? How what are the differences you see working in a corporate in the US versus doing a startup after coming back to India? How are the things different?
So after I moved back to India from US, I would divide it into three aspects of life. One is personal, second is cultural, and third is career, right? So personally it was very, very relieving because I moved with my partner, and the things were same for both of us, right? So personally it was all settled. Second, culturally, I would say that there is a cultural shift, like staying in US even for like 4 to 5 years. That actually made me realize that the culture of India and US is very different, right? The kind of life I had there was very, very, relaxing, calm. Only we both were there. But once you step into India, the kind of busy and hustle, kind of hustling life that we have India, it's like a different culture altogether. So that actually took me some time to like adjust with all the you know uh, busy life here, which is more happening, I would say, which I'm really enjoying now, by the way. But it took me some time to understand that culture again and like kind of gel into that culture. And then making my connections with friends and like family again was very, very reviving too. Then, third is career, right? Which is again a huge and a big difference. Like, that was significantly different from US and India in terms of career. My life with Google was like I used to start early. I get free by like 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. And then in summers, like especially summers, I had time till like 10 p.m. Like I'm doing other activities or hobbies that I like pursuing. For example, going out for a hike after my office, spending time with my friends there. I like painting, so I used to do painting. I used to teach kids. Then I was also studying something in jewelry, right? So I had a lot of time there. And since I moved back to India and starting a founder journey, it has been really, really crazy for me. Starting from morning till even while I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about my business. So it was a huge career shift for me. But one thing I would like to say to everybody, that if I'm doing something with passion, because I enjoy my work a lot, whatever I'm doing in Sorel, so that keeps me motivated. And now it doesn't sound like that I'm pursuing my career. To me it is like everything right now, and I feel that I'm really passionate about what I'm doing. So it's a journey that I'm enjoying with Sorel. And it's kind of settling now, so I feel happy about it. But yeah, there's a huge difference in the culture in US and India, and it takes time and acceptance to adjust to multiple facets of your life here in India. But eventually it happens, and now I feel happy, and like I feel joy in doing whatever I'm doing.
I was curious, why did you call your company Sorel? What does the word Sorel mean?
So Sorel is a French word. It has a very beautiful meaning, which means connection. Right. So we represent a woman who is connected with her true self. She knows what she's doing in her life. She shows up every single day, and because she knows what she's doing in her life, she's a good decision maker. She doesn't need anybody's validation to like do what she wants to do or wear what she wants to wear. So Soral is a modern and everyday wear jewelry. And it's a connection of a woman with herself, and when she's connected with herself, she's connected with all the people around her, including our brand. So that's what it means.
I've rarely seen brand coming with that deeper meanings. So, what made you feel you have to name your brand around something related to connection? Like, why connection?
I feel that I mean, this is probably a repetitive of what I said, but that's my personal belief that if the one person, like if somebody is connected to herself, they feel much, much more confident to go out in the world and like connect with other people. And like, so basically they don't need validation from others to do what they're like, so they are completely full inside because they're connected with themselves, that they are just out there with their authentic selves. So I think that, for and especially being a woman, is like it's not, I would say it's, I mean, I would not say easy, but you know accepting yourself being a woman and like putting yourself out there, it is little bit more challenging than a man. And that's why I feel that connection is something where I want every woman to feel for themselves. So this was, the meaning was really important for me, because my brand is like a feminine brand. Like, it's for her, it's true to her. So yeah.
I saw in your story you have written true to her. So, what does that mean?
Basically, sorrel means connection, but connection of what? Like connection of our brand with the women, which is true to her, right? Like the kind of jewelry she's wearing that is lasting with her, the kind of brand impact that we are creating to her is actually lasting with her, right? So that means whatever we are selling to them, that's true to them. Like we are somebody that they can trust on. So that's what it means.